welcome all devotees. Thank you for joining. Should we do Q&A? On va faire les questions et réponses.
Okay.
So we'll ask if any devotees here would like to ask a question. Please feel free. Right now, okay, Ananta Vilas Prabhu, please.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances, and I offer my humble obeisances to all the devotees as well. I have this question, Maharaj. How can I will give a personal example. We want to be absorbed in Krishna. However, when we try to remain absorbed, while we are doing from the past, we may have had a non-Krishna conscious life. From that point, when we started transitioning to a Krishna conscious life, slowly and steadily, we are trying to focus on Krishna. However, as we, even while doing Krishna conscious activities also, our mind may be running in many places. Sometimes it might be because of taking care of other sevas only. But then, if we understand theoretically that the whole purpose of doing anything is for the pleasure of the Lord, however, even after hearing it so many times, even after understanding this also, but I am such a fool that I'm not able to follow this instruction of being absorbed at all times in doing everything like for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna. So how can we get to that state wherein at every point of time, whatever we are doing is with the sole objective of for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna? Yes, there might be other things that might be there, but at any point of time, whatever we are doing, how can we be one pointed in that and not be like going here and there? That is my question, Raj. Thank you.
Personnel, on sait que le but est d'être toujours à travers et tous nos services peuvent être pour le bien. Et dit parfois, peut-être, par exemple, on a eu de pas d'écho avant, notre mental il court ici à droite à gauche. Donc comment faire, même si théoriquement on a compris que tout ce qu'on doit faire, on doit le faire, hein, dire, comment faire pour que ça reste notre point est toujours absorbé dans le fait de faire quelque chose pour.
Namo Padaya Krishna Padaya Namaste Saraswati Gurava
It's a very good question.
On n'atteint pas un niveau de la pure devotion.
We don't attain such a level of pure devotion very easily.
Parce que Krishna réciproque.
Because Krishna reciprocates with our devotion, our faith, our love.
C'est ce que Srila Prabhupada dit.
This is what Srila Prabhupada explained.
Et tant que la dévotion est pure,
and as long as our devotion is not pure,
alors Krishna ne peut pas montrer son forme parfaite
then Krishna cannot show his wonderful form
et introduire le dévot, ses lilas.
and introduce the devotee in his eternal past.
Parce que il faut un désir.
Because we need a pure desire.
Et ce désir-là, il n'a pas d'existence en moi.
And this desire doesn't exist in the material.
Il existe que dans le cœur des associés.
This desire exists only in the heart of the pure associate,
Parce que Krishna, lui, c'est divertissement.
because Krishna accomplishes his pastimes in their heart,
Il peut tout comprendre,
so they can understand everything,
tout voir,
see everything,
recevoir.
and receive the emotions of
Donc, de telles personnes
so such person.
sont des associés spéciaux.
They are special associates of
Si la Prabhupada est une telle.
the Prabhupada is such.
Le seul moyen
The only way
pour devenir conscient,
to become conscious of Krishna,
c'est de devenir cher.
to become dear to an associate of Krishna.
Et ça, c'est possible par la grâce de
And this is possible by the grace of
les grands acharyas expliquent
great acharyas explained.
qu'un pur dévot
Pure devotee
n'a aucun désir.
doesn't have any personal desire.
Son seul désir,
His only desire
c'est de servir.
is to serve Krishna.
Donc, Krishna n'a aucun moyen de rembourser sa dette.
So Krishna doesn't have any way to refund the debt he has
Envers un tel peuple
towards such a devotee.
lorsqu'il s'abandonne.
When this devotee fully surrenders,
C'est pourquoi Krishna se donne.
that's why Krishna gives himself.
Mais la chose la plus élevée,
But the highest thing
c'est que Krishna cherche à satisfaire personnellement
is that Krishna is searching to satisfy personally his devotee.
et la chose qui peut plus plaire sur des
And the thing that will please the most to a pure devotee
c'est que ses disciples deviennent.
is that his disciples become pure devotees too.
Je devrais toujours se rappeler que Srila Prabhupada,
We should always remember that Srila Prabhupada said,
si je fais un seul pur dévot,
if I make just one pure devotee,
je considère ma mission étant.
I consider that that my mission is a success.
Il n'y a pas qu'un pur dévot.
There's not only just one pure,
Parce que c'est Krishna qui permet à une personne
because it's Krishna who allows person
d'avoir cette réciprocité avec son pur dévot.
to have this reciprocity with his
Un parfait disciple peut avoir cette réciprocité.
perfect disciple can have this.
Comment c'est possible
So how it's possible
que le pur dévot puisse se manifester?
that the pure devotee can manifest himself in
On peut sentir sa présence,
that we can feel his presence,
on peut entendre ses
that we can hear his instruction,
on peut ressentir son baptême,
we can feel his bhajan,
on peut voir sa forme éternelle,
we can see his transcendental
être
form
introduit dans son service éternel
being be introduced in transcendental
et
service,
être amené au pied du maître.
be brought to the feet of the Master.
Tout ça, c'est possible
All of this is possible
par le pied de Dieu.
through the
Qui fait cette connexion.
who's making this connection.
I'm sorry to
C'est
interrupt.
impossible.
There's some voice is breaking actually, Prabhu. Sorry for interrupting. Maybe is it, I don't know if it is just me, but I'm not able to hear very clearly. The voice seems to be getting chopped off.
Acharya Nishta, can you hear us good or
Moi, c'est plus.
We can hear
Yeah, I
you,
think
but
it's the best we can do.
okay.
C'est mieux.
uh,
Bon, c'est bon. Donc, pour reprendre le point,
so go back to the point?
c'est que c'est Krishna qui.
It's Krishna who's making everything happen.
Donc, un disciple sincère,
So a sincere disciple,
il a une relation très profonde de son.
he has a very deep realization to his guru.
Et plus cette réalisation est intime,
The more this realization is intimate,
plus le guru.
the more the guru gives himself.
Donc, on doit servir,
So we need to serve,
on doit recevoir des.
we need to receive instructions,
Et comme Srila Prabhupada nous a ordonné,
and like Srila Prabhupada asks us to do.
porter ses instructions sur notre tête.
We need to put his instruction on our head.
Il va même jusqu'à dire
Even says
que ces instructions sont l'orgueil du
those instructions are the pride of the disciple.
disciple. On doit établir notre vie
So we should establish our life
à travers les instructions d'un pur Dieu.
through the instruction of a pure devotee.
Parce que par nous-mêmes,
Because by ourselves,
sans être un pur dévot,
without being a pure devotee,
on peut accomplir des activités.
we can only accomplish pious activity.
Mais à travers l'instruction d'un pur dévot,
But through the instruction of a pure devotee,
qui a un service éternel dans le monde transcendant,
who has an eternal service in the transcendental world,
on peut être connecté avec son service.
we can be connected to his eternal service.
À ce moment-là,
This time,
lorsqu'on suit son instruction,
when we follow his instruction,
c'est du service.
this is devotional service.
Et graduellement,
And gradually,
cette activité
this activity,
consciente de Krishna,
conscious of Krishna,
elle va purifier les sens, le mental, l'intelligence et l'ego du dévot.
will purify the mind, the senses, the intelligence, and the ego of the
Et petit à petit,
and slowly,
révéler
will reveal this
avec
link with the pure devotee.
Krishna, dans la Bhagavad Gita, il dit que puisque les Védas émanent de sa personne,
Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, because the Vedas emanate from his person,
qu'elles établissent des sacrifices
that they establish sacrifices
pour que l'être vivant puisse agir pour lui.
in order to the living being to act for him.
Alors l'activité, ce qui l'engage, toute chose est de la nature du Brahman.
So because of this, everything, the activity, the things that are engaged, everything is Brahma.
De la même manière,
So in the same way,
lorsqu'on suit l'instruction,
when we follow the instruction of the pure devotee,
alors on va graduellement toucher Krishna,
then gradually we will be able to touch Krishna,
sentir,
feel Krishna,
voir,
see Krishna,
entendre,
hear Krishna,
voir.
see.
C'est juste ce
It's just a question of
qu'il faut avoir foi. Donc,
we need to have faith in this.
ça prend du temps,
It takes time,
mais
but
graduellement,
gradually
la pureté vient.
purity will.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a donné cet exemple de Shishita Prakam
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this example in the Shishipatrakam
lorsqu'il Chito
when he says Chetodarpanam.
il y a tellement de
There are so many layers covering the,
mais
What?
en servant Guru et Vaishnava,
by serving Guru and Vaishnava,
alors Krishna devient.
then Krishna becomes satisfied.
Et parce que il désire satisfaire ses dévots,
Because he wants to satisfy his devotees,
on revient au fait qu'il peut combler les purs dévots.
so we come back to the point we made earlier that Krishna
Alors,
wants to
Il se
Krishna wants to give himself to his devotees, but then he gives.
c'est quelque chose de...
This is a science.
Mais pour ça,
For
il
this,
faut que le disciple soit
we need that the disciple needs to be simple
pas tordu.
and not crooked.
Il peut avoir tellement de défauts,
He can have so many defects.
avoir eu tellement de mauvais.
Maybe he had so many bad lives before.
C'est pas ça.
This is not a problem,
Parce qu'à ce moment-là, le Seigneur ne serait pas suffisant.
because otherwise the Lord would not be all powerful.
Il peut faire
The Lord can do everything he wants.
purifier,
He can purify everyone.
libérer qui veut,
He can liberate everyone.
donner sa personne à qui veut.
He can give himself to everyone.
Tout est fait par lui et pour lui.
Everything is made by him and for him.
Ça, c'est la vérité.
This is the absolute truth. Krishna.
Donc, Krishna demande tout seul
So Krishna only asks one thing:
la simple,
simplicity.
peu importe
Whoever you may be,
si vous acceptez l'instruction de Dieu,
if you accept the instruction of my pure devotee,
alors,
then I will give my.
si on a foi dans ça,
So if we have faith in this,
tout le reste.
everything will be okay.
Parce que même par nous-mêmes,
Because even by ourselves,
on ne peut pas chanter le chant.
we cannot chant your name.
Ce n'est que par la miséricorde.
It's only through the mercy of a pure devotee.
Tout vient par la miséricorde.
So everything comes through the mercy of the
Et
Creator.
cette miséricorde,
This mercy
elle n'a pas de temps,
doesn't have time,
elle n'a pas d'espace.
doesn't have space.
C'est la nature de la foi.
It's the nature of the faith that establishes it, the nature of the devotion and of love. So,
Ça, c'est quelque chose de personnel.
so this is personal.
Si tu veux être conscient,
If you want to be conscious of Krishna,
tu vas vers le vers le
then you should never forget that to serve the Guru.
faire ta famille,
Serve your family
en travail,
by working,
en éduquant les enfants,
by raising children,
en donnant ta affection aux femmes.
by giving affection, by giving love.
Si tu le fais pour vous,
If you do this for Guru,
c'est ton
then it's transcendental
et ça portera.
and it will bear fruit.
Mais si tu oublies tout,
But if you forget Guru and that you do this for yourself,
alors ça crée des réactions.
then it creates material reaction.
Sans la miséricorde,
Without the mercy of Guru,
il n'y a pas d'activité.
there's no transcendental act.
Voilà.
It's impossible for the conditions.
Mais par contre,
But
c'est une âme conditionnée à quoi
if a conditioned soul has faith in his Guru,
alors ces activités qui sont dictées par le
then his activities that are ordered by the Guru
elles arrêtent les réactions,
will stop material reaction,
purifient la société.
will purify the living being, and will raise him to the highest pure devotional purpose.
C'est la conclusion de
This is the conclusion of the
ce que je fais.
this is what Srila Prabhupada.
C'est l'enseignement simple
The
de
sim-
Shila.
this is the simple teaching of Srila Prabhupada,
C'est tellement-
but such powerful.
c'est l'incarnation.
He is the incarnation of this truth.
En fait, il est venu dans ce monde
In fact, he came in this world
pour incarner.
to incarnate this truth.
Les associés du Seigneur,
The associates of the Lord,
ils ne prennent pas naissance comme des âmes.
they don't take birth like conditioned souls.
Ils sont comme le Seigneur.
They are like the Lord.
Ils ne touchent jamais l'énergie.
They never touch the material energy.
Lorsqu'ils oublient le Seigneur,
When they forget the Lord,
même momentanément,
even for a small moment,
c'est organisé par l'énergie.
this is put in place by the Lila Shakti of the Lord.
Et ils semblent agir
And they may look to act
dans une forme de...
in a form of illusion.
Par exemple, si la propage,
For example, Srila Prabhupada,
il a pris le parti de Gandhi.
he took part in the political movement of Gandhi,
Et
but associated with the Lord,
Sure.
they are doing something else.
ils font des guirlandes,
They do garlands for Radha and Krishna,
ils sont pas
they do sandalwood,
des fleurs,
they do flower garments,
ou avec,
or they play with Krishna,
mais ils font pas de politique.
so they don't do politics.
Alors, l'ignorant va
So the ignorant person will think,
pas les faire.
oh, Prabhupada is a conditioned soul.
Et cette condition-là,
This condition
elle est donnée
is given by Krishna,
pas par Maya,
not by Maya.
mais par yoga,
It's yoga Maya,
pas Maya.
not Maya.
Donc,
So
à un moment,
at one point,
par le désir de Seigneur,
by the desire of the Lord,
dehors de
then
parfait.
he is playing the role of the perfect disciple,
Comme si c'était
like if it was an evolution
que Shila Bhaktisiddhanta l'avait sauvé.
that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta saved him,
Mais en fait, il est capable.
but in truth, he's eternally liberated.
Tout ça, c'est diverse.
All of this is just pastime
Pour permettre aux âmes conditionnées
to allow the conditioned soul
d'accepter
to accept
qu'on peut être.
that ourselves we can be saved.
Donc, à partir de cet exemple,
And from this example,
du souvenir de Shila Prabhupada,
from remembering Srila Prabhupada,
alors,
then we can become perfect.
c'est ça la-
This is the mercy of the Lord.
Thank you so very much, Raj. I'm so
Gauranga Prabhu, I have a request to make. Hare Krishna.
God,
N'importe où. il va aller frapper au terre. Maharaj is sick. I am sick.
Very Prabhu, you're on mute.
Yes, we cannot hear you.
Okay, Gauranath Prabhu, sorry Gurudev, sorry to hear that you are sick. I see the mask there on your face.
Désolé de savoir que tu es malade.
Non, mais je mets le masque pour pas la contaminer.
He's putting a mask so to not contaminate me because I'm not sick.
Gauranath Prabhu, your voice is breaking a lot. I wanted to suggest one quick thing. If you click on the
Okay.
audio, there must be a button for like a noise setting.
Oh, okay, okay.
I think your noise setting is set to high, so that's why your voice is getting cut sometimes. Do you see any option like that?
I don't see any option like this. I will try to
Okay.
search, but it doesn't propose to me.
Okay.
I'll
Okay, never
try
mind.
to maybe closer.
Yeah, keep it closer. And if you can speak louder. Gurudev's
Okay.
voice is getting cut all the time, but your voice also sometimes get cut because
No,
it's
that's
doing a
okay.
lot of noise removal. Okay. So
Okay, okay. I will try
that's
to
fine.
speak louder. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And can I ask a question now?
Yes, yes.
So I was reading the pastime of Nalakuvara and Manigriva being delivered by Narada Muni, and Gurudev spoke on something similar. My question is that when I think of associating with Srila Prabhupada, I feel scared because his standard of devotion and the devotion of his disciples is very high. So I feel even scared to ask that I would like to associate with Srila Prabhupada. So how can I have a proper mood, a proper desire to serve Srila Prabhupada when I'm scared because I feel that the standard he asked for is very high?
Du coup, il lisait un peu le divertissement de la délivrance de Nala. Et après, il a réfléchi à Prabhupada parce qu'il savait que le standard de Prabhupada était tellement élevé, le standard de niveau de Prabhupada était tellement élevé. Il dit, j'ai envie de m'associer avec Srila Prabhupada, mais comment est-ce que je peux penser à m'associer avec Srila Prabhupada avec le bon état d'esprit parce qu'ils étaient tellement élevés leur standard. Comment est-ce que je peux m'imaginer vouloir être dans leur association et m'associer avec eux? Ils avaient un standard tellement élevé.
Srila Prabhupada est pour tout le monde.
Srila Prabhupada is for everybody.
Et Krishna manifeste pour ceux qui ont le désir d'avoir
And Krishna manifests for the persons who have the desire to be with him.
la présence.
For these persons, Krishna, he manifests the presence of Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada est naturellement un être très sensible,
Srila Prabhupada, naturally, is a very sensible being
puisque il est comme le Seigneur,
because he's like the Lord,
comme il est intime associé.
because he's the very intimate associate of the Lord.
Il a naturellement des qualités sans
Naturally, he has unlimited quality.
une beauté, une
He has the beauty and the sweetness which are unlimited.
une compassion.
He has an unlimited mercy, compassion.
Et il a naturellement cette capacité
Naturally, he has this capacity
de descendre au
to
niveau de.
come down to the level of the condition.
Et c'est ça qui est surprenant.
And this is what's very surprising.
Et c'est ça qui est suprêmement attractif.
And this is what's supremely attractive.
Comment une personne si
How can such an elevated person
qui connaît le cœur,
know the heart of Krishna,
et l'intime associé,
who is the intimate associate of Krishna,
puisse venir au milieu
how can he can come
des âmes
in the middle of conditions
qui sont remplies de
who are full of defects?
ça, c'est là.
This is mercy.
S'il incarne cette miséricorde,
If he incarnates this mercy,
l'espoir de
the hope of Krishna,
délivrer tout le
to liberate all the living beings,
alors
but then naturally
il peut donner cette qualification.
he can give this qualification to everyone.
Pourquoi certains avaient cette qualification?
Why some people had this qualification?
Elle ne vient pas,
It's not coming from them.
mais lorsqu'on est en association avec l'associé est un autre,
But when we are associated with an eternal associate of the Lord,
alors Krishna fait qu'on soit des qualités particulières
then Krishna makes that we receive particular quality
pour recevoir sa miséricorde.
to be receive his mercy
et faire plaisir.
and to satisfy his pure devotion.
Donc,
So,
quand la présence de Prabhupada vient,
when the presence of Prabhupada comes,
l'amour de Dieu vient,
love of God,
les qualités de l'âme se manifestent.
the quality of the soul
Et
manifests.
alors, on peut être complètement attracté par ce personne,
And then we can be fully attracted to this person,
comme une rivière
like a river
qui peut atteindre l'océan de sa vie.
who wants to reach the ocean of his mercy.
On peut alors voir des qualités
And then we can see qualities,
sans limite
unlimited qualities,
qui émanent de ce personnage.
who emanates from this wonderful person.
Il n'y a rien de mystère.
There's nothing mysterious. It's just love.
Quand une centrale électrique
When a power station
touche un fil électrique,
touches an electrical cord,
alors l'électricité passe.
then electricity comes through
Le Sakyavesh avatar du Seigneur,
the Sakyaveshavata of the Lord,
Nityananda Arès,
Nityananda Adesh.
il regarde comme ça,
If he looks at someone,
alors
then we become full of this electricity,
on obtient la capacité
and we obtain the capacity
de boire,
to drink his word,
de boire,
to drink his beauty,
de boire
to drink his sweetness.
où elle.
So where's the problem?
Quand il n'y a pas de connexion,
When there's no connection,
alors on ne peut pas.
then we cannot receive this electricity.
La seule manière
The only way
de pouvoir électrifier,
to be electrified is to beg.
il faut prier.
We need to pray Nityananda all the time.
Son visage,
Your face
il est comme des millions.
is like millions of moons,
Et ta miséricorde descend.
and your mercy is unlimited.
Tu peux délivrer.
You want to liberate all the living,
Et tu t'es incarné.
and you incarnate yourself.
Tu as mis ton pouvoir
You put your power
dans ce personnage.
in this wonderful person that we call Srila Prabhupada.
Et à travers lui,
And through him,
tu as distribué toute ta vie.
you distributed all your mercy, this desire
Que tu as que tous acceptent.
that you had that everybody should accept for us.
Personne sans
Nobody,
la miséricorde
without the mercy of Nitai,
peut atteindre le service de Dieu.
can attain the service of Radha and Krishna.
Or, puisque ta miséricorde s'est incarnée en tant que Shiva Prabhupada,
Because your mercy incarnated in as Srila Prabhupada,
que Shiva Prabhupada est docile,
and that Srila Prabhupada, because of this,
ta miséricorde personnelle,
is your personified mercy,
celle qui est la plus nouvelle,
the one who's the newest,
celle qui est adaptée,
the one who's adapted,
celle qui est la plus miséricorde,
the one who's the most merciful.
s'il te
Please
plaît, en sorte
make
qu'il puisse écouter le
that he can listen to my prayer
Christ.
and reveal himself to me.
Sans ta miséricorde,
Without his mercy,
je ne peux pas avoir ta miséricorde.
I will never be able to have your mercy
Car tu es dépendant
because
de ton Dieu.
you're dependent on your devotee.
En réalité,
Truth.
Shiva Prabhupada
The
est
Prabhupada
encore plus miséricordieux.
is even more merciful than you. That's why
Je ne demande même pas
I even don't ask
d'avoir une connexion directe.
to have a direct connection with you.
Je voudrais simplement
I just want
que tu me fasses
that you allow me
d'être à tes côtés.
to be a speck of dust under the lotus feet of the Prabhupada and to have his mercy.
Il faut avoir
We need to have sincere prayer
avec le fond.
with the heart and cry.
Et alors,
Then
la connexion.
connection will happen.
Tout ça, c'est
All of this is possible
parce que vous êtes tout.
because the Lord is all powerful.
Donc,
He can do everything.
bien sûr, on développe
Of course, his devotee
ses soins secrets.
is the most intimate secret.
Et ce dévot-là,
And this such devotee,
il a la possibilité de donner l'amour
he has the possibility to give love for
et
Krishna.
Krishna.
And
Mais celui qui
but the one who prays to him sincerely,
jamais
then the Lord never
ne permettra jamais qu'il fera cette connexion.
the Lord will never make that this connection would not happen.
Mais il faut que ce désir
But this desire,
il soit profond et continu.
it needs to be profound and continuous. It is something important.
Krishna ne révèle pas son dévot tout à fait.
Krishna doesn't reveal his devotee so easily,
Parce que si
because if he reveals his devotee,
alors, c'est que-
then Krishna gives himself.
Donc,
So,
la perception
the perception
qu'on a d'un dévot,
that we have of
elle peut
devotee
être différente
can be on different levels
suivant notre thème.
according to our qualification.
On a vu, par exemple, dans le passé,
We saw, for example, in the past,
beaucoup de dévots quittaient le mouvement,
a lot of devotees leaving the movement.
même s'ils sont revenus, ils sont quittés pendant 20 ans.
Even if they came back, they left
Oh,
for
oh.
20 years, 30 years.
C'est que leur connexion n'était pas,
It means their connection was not so strong
ils sont retournés.
because they came back to material.
On doit être présent
So we should be very humble
et voir partout
and see everywhere
la méthode.
the mercy of Krishna. It's very important.
Okay, thank you. I think Siddha is he's moving, so he can't respond. But thank you. Does anyone else like to ask something at this point?
Thank you, Gurudev.
Anyone else? Gitanjali, let's hear from you. We have Dayamai. Okay, I'll ask something. I was hearing about the tendency we have to try to approach Krishna directly, but a lot of our acharyas say we have to go through Mahaprabhu. Can you explain this a little bit?
Il disait qu'il entendait souvent parler que souvent les dévots, ils ont envie d'avoir une relation directement à Krishna, mais que nos acharyas ont dit qu'il faut passer par Mahaprabhu. Il faut expliquer.
Can I also request you to come closer to that speaker, to that microphone, because wherever the instrument is, because we can hear you, but the voice gets chopped off. So like all the words are not audible actually in between, like some words.
We'll change. Maybe this one works better.
C'est mieux là?
Is it better now?
I think he wants you, Gonanda, to come closer to the phone.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Ok.
Thank you.
En fait, Prabhupada a beaucoup mis l'accent Krishna, 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 Krishna.
So Prabhupada, he put the emphasis a lot on Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Mais en réalité,
But in truth,
dans l'âge de Kali,
in the Kali Yuga,
on est relié à Mahaprabhu.
we're linked to Mahaprabhu
Parce que la miséricorde de Krishna,
because the mercy of Krishna
elle vient par cette forme merveilleuse.
comes by this wonderful form of Krishna.
Cette forme,
This form
elle se manifeste
manifests
quand Krishna
when Krishna
devient complètement contrôlé
becomes fully controlled
par les sentiments de Radha,
by the feelings of Radha,
par la position.
by the position of Radha.
Et alors,
And then
il s'oublie lui-même
he forgets himself
et il se cherche.
and he's searching himself and he cries.
Et ce Krishna-là,
And this Krishna
il se donne.
gives himself.
Le Krishna,
the Krishna,
il réciproque
he reciprocates
avec la qualité.
with the qualification of the divine.
Donc, dans cet âge de Kali,
So in this Kali Yuga,
personne n'a cette qualification pour adorer.
nobody has this qualification to worship Krishna
Parce qu'il faut être un Siddha.
because we need to be a Siddha.
Mais
But
dans cette position en tant que Goranga,
in this position as Goranga,
il ne voit pas cette qualité.
he doesn't see this qualification.
C'est pourquoi,
That's why,
bien qu'on dise Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
even though we say Krishna,
en réalité,
in truth,
on appelle Goranga.
we call out Goranga.
Donc, c'est Krishna, Krishna.
When we do Krishna,
Alors
then Goranga becomes attractive
que ce Krishna-là,
because this Krishna
il est dans le Dharma.
is in the mood of Radha.
Et quand il entend
And when he hears
ce Krishna,
about Krishna, then he becomes attracted
il dit,
and he says, "Oh,
il me donne
who is giving me this jewel?
tellement
I want to meet so much this person,
que
so this person can give Krishna to me
car je n'ai pas,
because I don't have
d'amour,
I don't have love.
je suis perdu.
I'm lost.
Mais
But
cette personne que je ne peux pas voir,
this person that I cannot see
parce que mes yeux déversent de là,
because my eyes are flowing tears,
elle m'apporte tellement
this person brings so much happiness to me." He says, Krishna.
ça, c'est
This is the mood of the Gaudiya.
et plus particulièrement
And particularly,
ce Krishna-là,
that this Krishna
il y a un tableau
was the golden hue,
à donner
gave
largement
very freely, very largely his feeling to come and help him.
et on voit
And we see
que lorsque Radharani
that when Radharani
est séparée,
is separated from Krishna,
lors ses amis,
then her friends,
ses servants,
her servants,
font tous les temps,
they do all the arrangements that she can meet him.
c'est pourquoi
That's why
lorsqu'on sert chez la Prabhupada,
when we serve Srila Prabhupada,
on est connecté.
we are connected
Bon.
to Gauranga.
On a dit
We said
juste précédemment,
just before,
il est Nityananda.
he is Nityananda.
Qu'est-ce que faisait?
What was doing Nitya?
Il avait reçu l'ordre de Goranga
He received the order from Mahaprabhu
de prêcher,
to preach Krishna, but he was preaching Gauranga
parce qu'il savait
because he knew
la miséricorde infinie
the infinite mercy
que cet avatar de l'âge de Kali avait.
that this avatar of the age of Kali could distribute.
Donc,
So
tout ça,
all of this
c'est des profondeurs.
are very profound pastimes.
Lorsqu'on est connecté à la miséricorde de Srila Prabhupada,
When we are connected to the mercy of Srila Prabhupada,
alors on devient
then we become engaged
à soulager la.
to relieve the distress of Radharani.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
What is ISKCON?
C'est la tentative du pur devotee,
It's the effort, the pure devotee who's trying,
de l'associé intime de Shiva,
the very intimate associate of Sri Radha,
de lui amener de l'aide.
who's trying to bring help in her distress.
C'est très.
So it's very intimate.
Ça, c'est révélé qu'il y a des rares.
This is revealed only to very rare souls.
Et quand ils comprennent ça,
And when they understand this,
alors quand ils chantent des slams
then when they sing the holy names
sous le refuge,
under the shelter of Prabhupada,
alors que ça
Then-
manifeste dans leur.
then Gauranga Mahaprabhu manifests in their heart to listen.
Et alors,
And then they have this realization that Gauranga becomes in depth.
il me
Who is giving me so much joy? We can imagine such a thing. This is Prabhupada. This is the mercy of Prabhupada. Unlimited. But we need to have faith. Going to such a high level. But it's very rare to understand this faith. Because we need to be an associate of Prabhupada. Otherwise, it's not possible to understand his movement on this platform. After, it's not that everybody wants this love. Some are searching material happiness, the fact of going away from suffering. So,
On accepte un maître spirituel
we accept a spiritual master
selon nos qualités.
according to our qualification.
Mais
But
le mouvement de Prabhupada,
the movement of Prabhupada
c'est quelque chose
is something
qui est inimaginable
that we cannot imagine
dans l'intimité.
in intimacy.
On ne peut pas même comprendre.
We cannot even understand.
Même si on avait la réalisation,
Even if we had the realization of this,
c'est tellement immense
it's so big
qu'on ne pourrait pas ramener.
that we would not be able to bring back anything.
Mais lui, Prabhupada était conscient.
But him, Prabhupada, he was conscious of it.
C'est pour ça qu'il était si heureux
That's why he was in certain urgency
de pouvoir donner.
to give Krishna.
Parce que
Because
quand Radharani pleure,
when Radharani cries,
c'est qu'elle cherche.
and when she's searching Krishna,
Alors,
then
ils sont prêts à
they are ready to do everything.
faire.
Very intimate.
Gauranga Mahaprabhu,
Gauranga Mahaprabhu
il est venu pour ouvrir une école de pleurs.
came to open a school of tears,
Et il a fait cette promesse.
and he made this promise:
C'est celui qui m'aide,
the one who will help me, then I will give myself.
ça c'est la mission.
This is the mission of Prabhupada.
Mais
But
il faut être très
we need to be very simple,
on a parlé.
like we spoke earlier.
Si on n'a pas cette simplicité,
If we don't have this simplicity,
mais qu'on se fait avoir
that we're
par la
trapped
position,
by position,
par un poste
by-
de président de temps,
by being a temple president,
on distribue beaucoup de livres,
that we distribute a lot of
on
books,
est
that
GBC,
we are BBC,
on est vous,
we are guru,
qu'on se fait avoir matériellement.
and that materially we become tricked by this.
Alors on ne peut pas avoir
Then we cannot have this understanding. Not possible.
on ne peut pas descendre complètement.
It cannot fully come down inside of
Il y
us.
a quelque chose qui va descendre,
Something will come down,
mais pas aussi.
but not on such an intimate level.
Il faut vraiment vouloir mourir pour tout.
We really need to want to die to live for Prabhupada.
À ce moment-là,
At this moment,
alors ça peut-
then this can be revealed to us.
Et alors,
Then
ça dépasse les frontières.
it's going above all the frontiers.
On va comprendre que Prabhupada,
We will understand that Prabhupada,
dans ses formes éternelles,
in his eternal form,
il est accepté par tout le monde.
is accepted by everyone.
Il est le gourou de tout le monde.
He's the guru of everyone.
Ça dépassera une seule.
It will go up way beyond.
Tout le monde adore.
Everybody worships Srila Prabhupada under another form. But everybody worships.
Ça, c'est un secret.
But this is a secret.
Et quand on devient touché par son intimité,
But when we become touched by his intimacy,
alors
then we can understand it.
on dépasse les frontières,
And we go beyond all the frontiers
juste l'apparence.
of just an appearance of one institution.
Okay, merci beaucoup. Maybe anyone else, one final question?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yes.
Okay,
Do you
can I
want to put
go?
your video on? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Can I go, Prabhuji?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, uh, so there was a Prabhupada statement in one of the purports saying that if we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, all good qualities will follow. So, which means whatever we might be having so many doubts within our heart, or how to become humble, how to become sincere, everything, right? Which means just by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, all the good qualities will follow. So, if my question here is that, Maharaj, uh, I want to surrender to Krishna while chanting, right? Which is getting very difficult. My mind is wandering here and there, continuously it is wandering. I want to understand how, uh, why I'm unable to surrender to Krishna, and at the same time, what should I do to surrender so that if I chant alone, chanting alone will give me all good qualities.
Donc, il y a cette citation de Prabhupada qui dit chanter, en chantant le Mahamantra, toutes les bonnes qualités vont venir. Donc, il explique comment faire. J'aimerais bien m'abandonner au Seigneur et en chantant, mais quand je chante, mon mental il va à droite à gauche. Donc, comment est-ce que je peux faire pour que simplement en chantant, je puisse m'abandonner au Seigneur? Comment je peux venir à travers le
C'est une bonne question.
It's a good question.
Suivant nos libertés,
According to our past life,
on a une connexion avec le Saint.
we have a connection with the Holy Name.
Pour certains, quand ils chantent,
For some, when they chant,
il y a tellement de choses
there's so much taste
qu'ils ne peuvent pas penser
that they cannot think about something else
de la
than love of God.
que lorsqu'ils chantent,
Because when they chant,
le Seigneur
the Lord
se révèle.
reveals Himself through this chanting.
Et à ce moment-là, ils peuvent percevoir
They can perceive their eternal name
et l'amour que Krishna leur
and the love that Krishna has for them.
raconte.
These moments are fully taken.
Et le Saint-Nom, alors,
And the Holy Name
agit sur un
acts on a back platform.
On n'est même plus conscient.
We're not even conscious that we chant.
On peut directement.
We can directly see Krishna who's loving us.
Ça, c'est
So this is the goal.
ça, c'est le
This is your name.
Ça, c'est pour des gens qui ont chanté dans les
This is for people who chanted in their past lives without offenses.
bien qu'ils naissent dans ce monde matériel,
Even if they take birth in this material world,
peu importe
whatever any condition,
quand Krishna les reconnecte,
when Krishna reconnects them,
c'est
as soon as they chant,
Krishna.
then Krishna appears.
Ça,
They even don't know why,
ils le
but they still understand it.
c'était
Oh, I was his devotee. Because Krishna says this to them. You are my devotee. And I come to take you. I love you. And I cannot live without you.
Ça, c'est
So this is the experience.
on a cette expérience-là.
When we have this experience,
On considère jamais le Saint-Nom
we never consider the Holy Name as a material vibration.
mais
But
on considère que c'est le
we consider that this is the way
pour être.
to be with Him.
On a demandé à Srila Prabhupada ce que c'était pour lui le Saint-Nom,
When we ask Srila Prabhupada, for you, what it means, the Holy Name,
qu'est-ce qu'il est.
what he answered? My friend, my friend, my
Ça, c'est
This is the
Saint-Nom.
The Holy Name is on the back platform.
Et
Second
la
line.
forme du Seigneur,
And the form of the Lord are manifested is attributed his pastime.
et on a
And we have a transcendental form,
un nom
spiritual name.
on appartient
We are part of a group. And we have a specific service.
et chaque chose est magnifique.
Everything becomes manifested.
Lorsqu'on chante avec offrande,
When we chant with offenses,
parce qu'on ne peut pas atteindre ce plan,
because we cannot attain this platform,
alors naturellement,
then naturally,
si on chante sans la miséricorde de Guru,
if we chant without the mercy of Guru,
alors le mental lui part dans tous les sens.
then the mind is going everywhere.
Parce que le chant,
Because the chanting,
Krishna ne peut pas se révéler à lui.
Krishna cannot reveal himself on this path.
Le dévot a des désirs.
The devotee has desire.
Il n'a pas décidé
He didn't decide
de son
to leave this material world.
il faut plus fort,
He finds taste in this,
hein,
in
sexuel,
sexual life,
dans la position.
in position,
Et quand il chante,
and when he chants,
alors
then
son désir n'est pas
his desire is not,
aimable.
it's nama aparat.
Mais s'il n'offense pas les Vaishnavas,
But if he doesn't offend Vaishnavas,
alors ce nama apparat,
then this nama aparat,
par la grâce de Srila Prabhupada,
by the mercy of Srila
par
Prabhupada,
la grâce de Guru des Vaishnavas,
by the mercy of Guru of
alors
Vaishnavas,
on va avoir,
then we will have a taste.
alors bien sûr, pas au niveau complètement transcendant,
So of course it will not be on a fully transcendental platform,
mais on peut
but we can
avoir l'expérience.
have an experience of a taste.
Et le goût,
The taste
c'est très fort.
very powerful.
Namasi, elle dit
Purnamasi
que
says
ce nom de Krishna
this name of Krishna
est tellement puissant,
is so powerful,
tellement
so sweet,
que lorsque s'ébat sur la langue,
that when he's on the tongue,
le dévot désire des milliers de langues.
the devotee desire millions of tongues to taste.
Et lorsqu'il arrive dans les oreilles,
And when his name comes
il
to the
désire
ears,
des milliers d'oreilles.
he wants millions of ears to taste.
Alors le dévot devient
So then the devotee becomes taken
plein
by certain nectar,
et s'abandonne.
and he surrenders to the transcendental
Et il
vibration.
pense
He thinks only,
fortement,
please bring
fais
me,
ce que
take me away, do
et
whatever
il
you want.
pleure,
And he cries,
il pleure.
cries.
Fiche, fiche, fiche. Dans ce genre d'expérience, bien,
When this kind of experience comes,
pourtant,
still,
elle
however,
est encore loin, très loin. du darshan de Krishna.
this is still very far from the darshan of Krishna.
Mais
But
aucun plaisir matériel
no material pleasure
ne peut équivaler.
can fight with this. Everything compared to this is so small, so minute.
Même la réalisation de
Even the Brahman realization,
tout ce que le dévot avait expérimenté
everything that the devotee experienced before,
devient
because it becomes so small
juste par l'atteinte de Krishna.
just by reaching Ruchi.
Alors,
Then
une telle expérience,
such an experience
elle est désirée.
is wanted again and again.
C'est l'expérience qui donne envie.
So it's the experience who makes us want to chant.
Celui qui n'a pas de goût,
The one who has no
il ne
taste
chante pas beaucoup.
is not chanting a lot.
Celui qui a du goût,
The one who has taste,
chanter beaucoup, c'est
for him chanting a lot is normal
parce qu'il ne peut pas faire.
because he cannot do otherwise.
C'est sa joie,
This is his joy,
c'est sa vie.
his life. He needs to chant.
Il y a tellement d'exemples. Par exemple.
There are so many examples in the associated world.
Mais Prabhupada
But Prabhupada
a donné une méthode
gave a
qui est
method
particulière.
who's very specific
Prêcher.
to preach.
Si tu prêches
To preach
en étant une personne simple,
by being a simple person,
juste pour ton plaisir,
just for pleasure,
sans vouloir rien en
without wanting anything in return,
alors Krishna,
then Krishna will give something.
c'est ça.
This is the secret.
Prabhupada a ouvert cette méthode.
Prabhupada, he opened this way, this method.
Si tu m'aides
If you help me
à délivrer les gens,
liberate the living beings,
alors le
then taste will come.
Krishna.
Krishna will come.
Ça.
This is the secret.
Mais si tu vis une vie juste basée pour ton plaisir,
But if you live a life just based on your own pleasure,
et qu'il n'y a pas ce sacrifice,
that there is not this sacrifice,
alors
then taste cannot come.
c'est pourquoi
That's why
on reviendra toujours à la même leçon.
we will always come back to the same lesson and teaching.
Donne ton cœur
Give your heart to Prabhupada
et implique-toi dans ton désir.
and work for his desire. His desire is to liberate the living.
Même si tu travailles,
Even if you work,
alors libère, donne la possibilité à tes enfants.
so even if you work, give the possibility to your children to be liberated.
Et de temps
From time to time,
fais quelque
do something.
chose,
Distribute books, distribute prasadam,
va chanter les sangha.
go chant the holy names in the street.
À ce moment-là,
Then,
ton Prabhupada sera touché par ton effort.
when Prabhupada will be touched by your effort,
Et Prabhupada ne demande pas grand-chose,
and Prabhupada is not asking a lot,
mais cette simplicité,
but this simplicity,
fais-le avec un
do it with love.
à ce moment-là,
And then experience will come.
et il faut que tu comprennes,
But you need to understand,
il faut faire des choses avec de la conscience.
we need to do things with consciousness.
C'est pour ça qu'il a appelé la conscience.
That's why he called it consciousness, Krishna
Et
consciousness.
c'est pour ça que Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a pris aussi ce nom, Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
That's why Krishna Mahaprabhu took this name of Shri Krishna Chaitanya, consciousness of Krishna.
Parce que sans conscience,
Because without consciousness, we don't obtain anything.
c'est comme une activité.
Just like a material
Alors
activity.
bien sûr, c'est des délits qui ne sont jamais matériels.
So of course, distributing book will never be
Comme
material,
distribuer le Canada,
just like
comme
distributing
chanter les
prashadam,
saints.
chanting the holy name.
Mais le bénéfice,
But the benefit
il ne sera pas le même.
will not be the same.
Quand tu donnes Krishna,
When you give Krishna,
en sachant que tu donnes
when you know that you give Krishna,
Krishna,
then Krishna comes.
quand tu chantes sans comprendre ce que tu fais,
If you chant without understanding what you
le
do,
bénéfice est là,
the benefit is
mais
here,
Krishna va attendre que
but
ta
Krishna,
conscience elle mûrit.
but Krishna will wait that your consciousness flourishes more to reveal himself.
Mais le bénéfice,
But the benefit is still
c'est juste question.
just a question of time,
Parce que l'activité, elle va être en-
because the activity cannot be
Mais
material.
par contre,
But
le résultat, il peut prendre plus de temps.
the result can take more time to come.
Donc, si tu veux avoir ton mental contrôlé,
So if you want to have your mind controlled,
tu dois comprendre que tu ne peux pas le contrôler par toi.
you need to understand that by yourself you cannot control
C'est
it.
pourquoi un nom de Krishna est Rishikesh.
That's why one of the name of Krishna is Rishikesh.
Quand il devient satisfait,
When he becomes satisfied,
alors
then he controls his devotee
on l'attire.
by attracting him. This is
Quand Krishna était sur la planète,
when Krishna was on the planet,
alors,
he was attracting everyone.
alors bien sûr, on doit comprendre une chose qui est importante,
Of course, we need to understand something important.
c'est que tous les êtres qui étaient autour de Krishna,
All the living beings around
ce n'étaient
Krishna,
pas des êtres.
they were not ordinary persons.
Krishna vient jamais là où les gens n'ont pas de qualité.
Krishna never comes in the place where
Et
people
même,
have no qualification.
même pas,
Even Mahaprabhu, they had a qualification.
personne ne peut voir le Seigneur.
Nobody can see the Lord
Soit avoir accompli pendant des milliers
without having accomplished for millions of existence
tous les sacrifices,
all the
tous les
sacrifices,
sacrifices,
all the pilgrimage to the holy
etc.
place, and so on. It's impossible.
On n'obtient pas d'argent
We don't obtain the darshan of the Lord
par le hasard.
by chance.
Arrête.
Okay? Stop here.
Ouais.
Jai, thank you so much. Everyone can say loud Hari Bol, thanking
Hari
Gurudev.
Bol.
Hari
Bye.
Bol.
Haribo.
Jayo, jayo, jayo. À bientôt. C'est ça?
Oh.